welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Cardinals ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. On target to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Picks up the first down. Turning on the Jets. And he scores! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Handoff for Brown. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st and goal in your own end.
In the red area, it's Brown. And he's in! Touchdown, Louisville!
the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Perez. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Create maybe some room here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Just plowing ahead. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. And, guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it way down the field. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Running the red zone, it's Brown. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Throwing, Carr. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They get to him as he throws. Finds his big tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Plows through the defense. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. As we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Turning it on. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Maybe a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Cardinals, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Handoff, Isaac Brown. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every...
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Perez. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Here's Carr to throw. Finds the tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out. But
here's a little room there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around him doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around... Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's
throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run, and they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Carr. Under fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Notre Dame right back to the line. Running inside. It's Mobley. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down for 42.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds Returns after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long. I mean, everybody knows you're going to be throwing it, but he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop at 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down.
Finding some room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. All by himself. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Wants to go right back downfield. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Cardinals will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing 1 possession. They're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Appalachian State taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Mountaineers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Foley. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Makes a grab and room to run. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. There's a crease. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Making side adjustments here. One more time, it's Brown. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do it.
There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll run with Brown. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Cardinals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Rolling, throwing, looking right. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pressure coming. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Caught on the outside. It's Reed. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's a big gain down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I'll tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is
turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Throwing, Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Porter.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Here's Carr to throw. Extending the play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. C.J. Carr firing again. Got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame! He'll try to tack on one more.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hughes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Caught behind the line. It's Richardson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. With the catch, it's Hughes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Brown again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Brown. down, Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Cardinals with the counterpunch. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An 84-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Carr. Complete on the left to Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Carr. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single...
Got a little grass, and he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They feed him again. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass, it's Carr. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Headed to the edge, it's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Throwing, Carr. Oh, they're after him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to run for him. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
He's going to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Now on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. One more time, it's Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Again, it's Brown. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Hey, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance.
Gonna take a shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.